What you got? Well, first of all, how
Let's talk
you
about.
doing?
I'm great. I'm fixing to leave town tomorrow to head south, San Antonio, and then I'm going to be on the beach for a few weeks doing some work down there. So we're going to do some food reviews and some fun stuff from down there.
Nice.
But what channels are we on? That's what I wanted to talk about, so
Yeah.
everybody would know.
Well, the first
Which
channel,
ones?
the first channel, actually, I just have the frequency, which is KGTK. That's one. The next one is KKITZ.
That has too many letters.
Well, yeah, actually, it's going to be KITZ.
KITZ.
Yeah, sometimes they'll, and that's
I got you.
inside scoop when it comes to radio stations. Sometimes they'll use double letters. Sometimes they'll take a letter, but it is
Gotcha.
KITZ.
Okay.
Kits.
Kits.
And the next one is KSBN, and then KBNP. So we're on 4 stations. We want to say hello to all of you.
Shout out, and they're up in the Seattle area.
They're up in Washington State and
Sweet.
Portland, Oregon.
I want to go up there. It's beautiful in Portland. We used to camp up there.
Oh, did you?
We lived in California.
I've flown over it when I went to Japan, and
Awesome.
I did wave, hey.
It's really pretty. I've never been to Seattle, but Oregon, I've been there. It's gorgeous.
I'll be honest with you. I can't think of anywhere else I'd want to be other than Texas. And I know it's hot, and although we will come visit now. Yeah, we won't be doing California. I take that back. I'd like to go to San Francisco to check out
it'd be fun.
Chinatown. Because I went there when I was a kid, so they have.
I was born there, actually. My dad was doing his residency there for surgery.
Really?
I was the only one in the family born out of Texas. Yeah, I know, I'm odd. Anyway, we're also on trythisdish.podomatic.com,
Yes.
and then the other broadcasts from earlier are still on Black Chef Web TV.
Yes, but I'm going to be moving to all the Podomatic stuff. Speaking of, guess where we're at?
Where are we?
We debuted on Podomatic #2.
Wow.
In the food section.
No kidding?
Yes, and
What do we get? Do we win something?
we win more people listening.
Awesome.
Actually, with Podomatic, because I've used it once before, when you get it to a certain status, they actually start featuring you.
Oh.
And the more they feature you, the more the people that you get. So this the first show was #2, and I think the list goes all the way to 200.
Wow, I have to look that up.
Shows, yeah. It's so we're #2. We are, I want to say, 13,000 ranking in all of the Podomatic stuff, but we're rising, and that's a good thing. We're beginning to rise.
I did go ahead and broadcast, so I don't know if you had the sound on. I feel like I'm in a
Oh
tunnel.
I don't actually have the sound on.
Okay. They're probably going, this lady's talking to herself. Somebody give her something.
So we got the 4 stations. I am working on another one for Minneapolis.
Yay.
We'll see. I've talked to the station manager there.
Okay.
Or the PD, the program director, and so we got some good stuff coming up. We got some really good stuff coming up. So what kind of news you got going?
Well, still working on my blog.
Yeah.
And I have a couple of people that I'm probably going to interview
Yeah.
in the next few weeks.
Okay.
One's, he's a guy out of, I can't speak today. The United Kingdom, Michael Sewell.
Okay.
And he's a professional food photographer.
Oh, definitely.
He also has a wedding photography thing too, but he has a really neat website about they do professional food pictures for restaurants and things like that.
That's a big thing right now.
And he's I messaged him on Twitter the other night, and I said, hey, would you come on and interview? We're trying to figure out the time frame.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be really cool because he'll be able to give us great tips on photos and whatnot.
Absolutely.
And also, don't forget about the Facebook page that we have started. It's now called Foodie Bloggers United.
Oh yeah.
So if you have you could come join it. It's open to anybody that's food blogging, and there's 71 now.
Nice.
So we have 71 members. So we used to have 17.
Wow.
And that's where I've met a lot of the people that I've been presenting on here.
Very
Yeah.
nice. Very nice.
So that's something that's coming up in the next couple
So I'm gonna
weeks.
have to, I need to join that. I got so much stuff going
I
on.
invited you, I thought.
You did, but I'm never. I'm very rarely am I on Facebook. I mean,
Yeah.
I have Facebook deal, but I just don't look at it that much. I'm sorry.
You have too many things going on. You have so much.
Twitter hound. I love Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. Twitter has been a lot. I used to hate it. I mean, I thought it was ridiculous. I could not understand it, but I've gotten more business. In fact, I got a virtual assistant job today. That my blogging coach, Sue Dunleavy at successfulblogging.com, sent me that's about networking, see? She sent me a customer, hey, and it's a doctor that blogs in India.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to try to feature her, too. She has a blog about baby food and natural baby foods.
Absolutely. That's going to be too cool.
I'm going to help her write her ebook.
Right quick, we have, I checked out, and I'll talk a little bit about this on the other side of the break. I stumbled across a person, his name is Mike Johnston. He does a cooking show on Periscope and Meerkat, and it's called Friday Night Cooking. And I was so intrigued with that because, that's how the radio show started, was I wanted to start doing cooking stuff on TV, or not TV, but on YouTube. And I'll eventually get back to that. But, we're kind of new to the whole Periscope phenomenon. And I said, I've got to check this guy out.
He's cool, yeah.
It was crazy. I mean, he had his little glass of wine, and you just got to check him out. And the best way to check him out is go to FridayNightCooking.com. All one word, FridayNightCooking.com. Check him out. It's crazy. He did a salmon mashed potatoes or buttered garlic mashed potatoes with roasted tomatoes. I mean, the dish, it was perfect with salmon. I was like, are you serious? And so he sets up the cameras in his kitchen, and it was crazy.
He's following me. He's on Twitter at Fry Night Cooking, FRINIGHT Cooking.
Yes, definitely.
That's his Twitter handle. Yeah, check him out. He looks like a fun guy. I haven't got to really check. I've messaged him a few times, but I'm gonna go watch his show.
I watched it last night. I was just like, are you serious?
You're ready to cook something.
I really was. All right, when we come back, we're going to talk about more food stuff, and we're also going to talk about some of the stuff that we made over the past week. So right here on Try This Dish with Derry and Chanto, we'll be right back. Oh, at Black Chef Web TV, and we'll give Derry's when we come back. Right here on Try This Dish Radio.
Sweet.
Okay. Now you got the next one.
Okay, we're going to do, let's see. Oh, did I touch my on button?
No,
okay.
Either one.
What are we going to do? We're going to do the interviews?
Yes, we do the interviews.
Okay.
What else have we got?
This segment, we can just interview one another.
Oh, yeah.
And then in the last one, we'll wrap it up with whatever else we want to blab about and cooking.
All right.
Some recipes.
Let me go on there and make sure this is. I know it's recording, but.
Please make sure that we go through all of this.
I got just about enough energy to do 2 more.
Okay. Friday night. Hey, everybody. This is awesome.
Watching MSNBC, talking about your folk.
What?
Oh, you mess with him about MSNBC.
Mike Johnston.
Me about Fox, and I refuse to watch Fox. I've had enough of Fox. I used to love Fox until Megyn Kelly's just a joke. That wasn't a debate. That was just absolute crazy.
Oh yeah, I think you said something about that.
It was crazy. But anyway,
well, people are crazy.
All right.
People are cuckoo. I call them cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Here we go.
That's my saying. I'm sticking to it. Okay. Is it out loud in the studio too? Or no? Oh, you don't have it turned up for loud.
Looking for new things to fix for dinner? Go to irfnews.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And try this dish e-mag for new dishes to try. That's irfnews.com.
Welcome back to IRF. Welcome back to Try This Dish.
Hello.
With AAR Chateau.
And Dairy.
And AAR Dairy.
That's it.
So,
I don't know what I am.
Dairy, how can people connect to you on Twitter?
It's just at Dairy's Dish.
Okay.
And my website is dairysdailydish.com.
Yes. Yes. And I'm going to have to turn you loose with my website. I actually like that. I'm kind of torn because I like your website and also like Gordon Ramsay's website. So I'm kind of torn. Do I want to go with your website or do I want to do the Gordon Ramsay type?
Well, there would be the question there. Do Gordon Ramsay?
I mean, I love the way his site's done.
I haven't looked at it, so I don't really. I don't know.
It's crazy. It's a big old picture of him on the top, and then it kind of scales down a little bit, and he's got boxes for each section of what he does.
Well, he has a very interactive theme,
Yeah,
and he
he
has
does.
lots of money to do that.
Yeah.
I have a basic theme
Yeah.
from Genesis. If you want to get a really good basic food theme for your
Yeah.
blog on WordPress, Studio Press makes a theme called Genesis, and they have some pretty clean. I'm not crazy about my new layout. I think I'd like it to be a little bit lighter, but it is what it is right now. I am not messing with that stupid thing again for a while.
You say that, you'll be changed. You'll be just like me. I changed.
So I just go to change stuff, and then once you change stuff, you have to go back in and enter all the widgets.
Yeah.
If you don't know what a widget is, it's like in your nightmare. I see widgets and whatnot.
I saw a widget last night. It was my dog.
Uh-oh.
He was digging under something.
All right, we're going to talk about, I want to ask you some questions.
Yes.
Because the show is fairly new,
Yes,
and maybe
sure.
a lot of people don't know a whole lot about us, other than we're kind of dingy. So I thought it might be good to get history.
Yes.
So I wanted to start with you.
Okay.
And you're always asking everybody, how did you learn cooking? Where'd you get your passion for cooking? So I want to hear your side.
You know, it's quite interesting. I actually got and me and my mother talked about this. I had her on the show, on the second show that I did. I just love eating. I love to eat. And I'm a creature of creation. I like to create things. And I think with cooking, and my mother made sure that I knew how to cook at a very young. I mean, I was 5 years old, I was baking. And the way it actually started was because my mother was a single mother. Mm-hmm. And when I was 5, her birthday was coming up. Well, she didn't have a birthday cake. And so I was determined to make her a birthday cake. And that's how it was. And my mother, you know, being a single woman, one of the things that my mother wanted to make sure that I had all the stuff that I need to take care of myself. And I think we're missing some of that in today's world.
Yeah, kids don't cook. The mothers don't cook anymore.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean, I cooked, you know, I raised my 4 sons, and I cooked breakfast for them almost every day during school. And I mean, and I wasn't working at the time, but yeah, there's a lot of things that are lost by not cooking together and eating together.
Yeah. And so my passion has always, I actually wanted to be a chef when I was growing up. My first passion was radio personality. Second passion was a chef. I used to, 6, 7, 8 years old, was nothing. We'd go to the library. Every week we'd go to the library. I would check out a cooking book. And then when I got about 12, 13, it just kind of fell up. I just kind of lost that passion. And it's funny how it seems like in the later years of my life, so to speak, all the stuff that I wanted to do when I was a kid, I'm now doing. So